Hi, I'm Coach Steve,
Hi, I'm Gwendolyn Lavender.
and this is Every Stride Has a Story. Today we have Gwendolyn from ALA, and we are going to go over all of her accolades. So, welcome.
Thank you.
Don't be nervous.
Okay.
All right. So, tell me how you got into running.
My oldest brother, he started in sixth grade and he did cross country and he loved it. He started with, he started doing club during his seventh grade year, and our family's pretty competitive. So I was like, oh, I could do that. And I asked my mom if I could, and she said, let's just see how he does first. And so then he fell in love with it. And so I started, I was actually a sprinter at first, but then I veered into distance for my cross country season during sixth grade, and I won my first race, and I was like, wait, maybe I could be pretty good at this. And I just fell in love with the sport.
And you're only a sophomore, correct?
Yes,
Okay. Are you from Arizona originally?
yes, I was born and raised
Born and
here.
raised?
Yeah.
How many siblings do you have?
I have three brothers.
Three brothers.
Yeah, two older, one younger brother.
Okay. And they all ran as well, or just?
Yes, all of them ran.
So we're going to get into your cross country. Before you, did you do any other sports before this or no?
Yeah, I've done pretty much almost every sport. I love sports. I've done soccer my whole life since I was itty bitty, like 3 years old. I'm doing soccer right now for high school, and I think I love running the most. So yeah.
So you prefer running over soccer?
Yeah. I do love soccer, but I love running more.
We're going to go over your cross country amazing season that you had, 2025. Looking at your placings, I see a lot of firsts. You got third at sectionals and you won the state championship.
Yes.
How'd that feel?
It felt really good. My sectionals race didn't go as well as I had hoped. I was going into that race a little emotional. Our family had a rough week that week, and so I went out really fast and I just absolutely died. But I was able to come in third, so I was happy about that. And then state, yeah, that was awesome.
And then when you crossed the line first, were you like in shock, or did you know I'm going to win this?
I had a feeling before the race that I was going to do well, but yes, at the end of the race, I had no idea that I was going to do that great. We made a plan before, and I tried to stick to that plan to not go out so fast like I did during sectionals. And yeah, after the big cement hill, everybody knows that one, I just felt super strong and I took it from there, and I was so happy with how it went.
So going back to 2024, looking at 2024, what you got 12th at state
Yeah.
last year. What did you do different between your freshman year to your sophomore year?
I trained really hard over the summer, trying to get like some good base mileage. Also, I was sick last cross country season for the championship season, and so just being healthy this year was really awesome. I think that helped me a lot.
And what's a typical mileage week for you?
For me, I'm averaging about 40 to 45. I mean, it'll go up closer to 50. It'll drop on race weeks. And so usually about 40 to 45.
And then do you prefer track or cross country?
I think I like cross country better. I mean, every race is different. Every course is different. So I don't know. It's just a lot of fun. You never know what you're going to get for each race.
So how do you handle a bad race?
It depends. Sometimes I'll cry over it. Sometimes I'll like be down on myself, but we have this race reflection thing that our team has started that we have to write something that we did well during the race and something that we can work on, and that's helped to make it more positive. So instead of like, oh, I did so bad, like all the things I did bad in the race, like maybe something I can do well for next time. And so that's helped. And we're not allowed to be like dwell on a bad race for like, we just have the rest of the day. And so then the next day we have to like get into whatever we have to do next.
So you journal?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's really important, especially so you don't keep dragging the baggage from the previous race with you and you can learn from your experience of it. Are you a breakfast eater?
Yes. I love breakfast. It's probably my favorite meal of the day.
What do you eat for breakfast?
I usually make something like protein based or savory. I love like eggs, bacon, sausage. I usually make a couple eggs with either bacon or sausage, whatever we have that day, toast, and some cottage cheese. If I have anything sweet, it like messes up with my like blood sugar and I'll have like a headache for the rest of the day.
I hope everybody heard that. It's pretty important. Do you meal prep or?
Yeah, I try to. We usually, whatever we eat the night before, I try to put it in like a Tupperware and try to have a solid meal for the next lunch day.
So what does a typical day look like? You wake up, school, training?
Yeah, so if I have a cross train, an early morning cross train, I'll wake up at 6:30 and do that. And then I'll get ready for school, go to school, and then I try to rush home as early as I can because I teach piano. And so I teach piano 4 days a week. So I'll do that. And then after that, I'll rush back to the school for soccer and try to get as much time in as I can for soccer. That ends at 5:30, and then I'll stay at the school and just work on anything that I missed or shooting. And then I'll stay there until 6, which is when we have club. And so then we'll have club. I'll come home, we'll eat, do some homework, and then I'll go to bed.
So what's a typical wake up time for you?
I try to sleep in as long as I can, but 6:30 if I have a cross train, or 7 if not. Our school day starts at 8:15, and so I'll try to get there around
What
8.
time you go to bed?
I'm pretty bad at going to bed, but recently it's been like 10. I'm trying to get it
No, that's good.
earlier
Yeah,
and
you're
earlier.
still getting the required amount of sleep. With all the success you've had, how do you handle the pain of like the racing? Because it takes a lot of suffering to get to that point.
Yeah, we've worked on this a lot because I used to be scared of the pain, but we've now worked on that when the pain comes, we almost like act like it's a friend. And so like it's a different person that I can take with me during the race. And so when they come, I'm like, yes, let's go, like let's do it together. And that's helped more make it like a team thing. And I don't know, that's helped me a lot. Like we can do it together. Like finally you showed up, let's go.
What's your biggest fear?
My big, like for running or just in general?
Just in general, or both. Let's take both.
Okay, probably doing interviews. I'm just kidding. But for running, I'm just worried that I'm not gonna give like all of my ability, like everything I can give, and then just like looking back and being like regretting anything that I didn't give like my fullest ability.
What's your biggest accomplishment so far?
For me, I've had this a couple years ago. For club, we go to USATF Nationals, and this year it was at Hayward Field in Oregon, and so this was my first time going to this race. And I individually qualified for 4 events, and so that was awesome just doing that. And I was able to get All-American in 2 events, and so I knew I was gonna place for my 3K because like I made in the 3K and 2 mile, but I didn't know that I was going to qualify for the finals in the 1500. The 1500, there were 12 of us that qualified for the finals, and I was the 12th person. So I kind of went into that race being like, oh, I'm just glad I'm here. But I didn't feel like I was up there to like race in it. And so it went out a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. And so I went like right to the back of the pack, and it kind of strung out pretty early in the race. So I feel like I kind of settled, but I was on my last lap and I could hear my older brother in the stand. He's like, Gwen, you only have to get 4. Just go get it. You can do it. And I was like, maybe I can. And so I caught 4, exactly 4 on that lap, and I was able to get an All-American in that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what is your mindset when you step to the line?
I try to be as positive as I can. I do get nervous before races, but sometimes, like, just being grateful to be there. I love the quote, like, "Pressure is a privilege." So, yeah, I just love that.
So what does a typical workout look like for you?
It depends what workout it is. If we have a recovery run or just any easy mileage, we'll do a little warm-up jog, some dynamics, and then we'll go into our run. And when we come back, we'll do strides and then plyos after. And then for a hard workout, we'll do a little warm-up jog, dynamics, and then the rest of our warm-up. And then we'll go into whatever intervals we have, 400s, repeat tempos, whatever that is. We'll come back, or we'll stay at the track, but so then we'll do our cool down and then we'll stretch after.
So now we're going to switch gears to track.
Okay.
So what's your event in track?
I love the 2 mile. I think that is my best race.
And what's your vision for track this year?
I'm hoping to, well, last year, the last couple of championship races and the season last year, I got pretty sick. And so one of the goals for me is to just stay healthy and see how far I can accomplish whatever I need to do, how far I can go. And I want to qualify for Arcadia. I've never been to that race before, and so that's a huge goal for me to see if I can get there. Also, Ski Outdoor Nationals, I want to run there. Last year, I qualified for 3 events, and so this year, I want to qualify for the same. I didn't do as well as I had hoped last year, but I want to kind of redeem myself this year and see if I can
Nike's
do good.
my favorite event at the end of the season. Let's just hope it doesn't rain like it did last year.
Yeah, it
Or
was
it was
really
freezing
rainy.
cold. Best advice from a coach?
From a coach, my mom always says it's always you versus you. I love that because I sometimes get stuck into the comparison game where, oh my goodness, all these amazing runners are in this race, but I'm also in this race. I get reminded that I made it here too. And so just remembering that it's me, I'm racing myself, I'm not racing any of the others.
I mean, the phenomenal thing about what you're saying is you're only a sophomore. I mean, I can't imagine where you'll be when you're a junior or senior. So you ever heard of the phrase "you're wise beyond your years"?
Yes,
That's kind of where we're at with you.
thank you.
What do you think about when you're racing?
It's different every time. If I have a solid race plan, I'll try to think about that, just what I have to do next. If I have, sometimes I do math on my splits. I don't know why, but that's just like what pops into my head. Or if I listen to a song earlier, it'll I'll be singing that song in my head and like trying to match the beats to like my steps.
You wear a watch when you race?
I try not to during track because I tend to like look at it a bunch of times, and so that just like slows me down.
So I always tell my athletes your competition is in front of you. So Garmin or Apple? What do you have over there?
I'm Garmin, yeah.
Do you feel pressure since you're doing so well?
A little bit, yeah. I feel like last year, coming in from a great 8th grade season into freshman year where I'm racing all these big dogs, I did feel a little bit of pressure. But this year, I've kind of realized that I belong with them and that I'm just racing myself. So just seeing how good I can.
Did you do the 5K championship?
On the track?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I was sick.
You were sick? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever been injured?
Not anything major. I sprained my ankle during soccer season last year, and I've had a couple concussions, but other than that, nothing
So
major.
what does a recovery day look like for you?
For me, we'll try to stretch. We have an ice bath at the school we'll use. I go to Ape Recovery. They have ice baths. I mean, the Normatec boots and red light saunas, all of that.
That
So
is
helps.
essential for recovery. Have you ever thought about quitting the sport?
I don't think I have. I mean, obviously there's hard days. There's days where you don't want to get up and go run, but I don't think I've ever been like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I love the sport.
So how do you handle soccer, running, and track and cross country mileage going back and forth?
Um, it's very different, both of the two, and obviously I'm gonna be tired after my soccer practices, but I just try to do like the best that I can during my workouts. If I don't do my best, I mean, at least I got it in.
What's your favorite workout?
My favorite workout, I like the longer things, so mile repeats.
Oof.
Yeah, 1Ks, any of
Okay.
those.
What's your worst workout?
I don't think I have like a least
Or
favorite
the one that you
workout.
dislike? That's a better phrase.
I don't know. I don't think I have a least favorite workout. I mean, there's some where if I like look at what the workout I had before, I'm like, oh wow, like this is gonna be hard. But there's something about like a hard workout, like a really hard one, just finishing it that makes you feel accomplished.
What
Yeah.
do you think is the most important aspect of running?
I think just staying with it and loving it. I mean, if you don't love the sport, it's not worth it.
I think you should say that again so people can hear what you just said.
Just loving it, yeah.
I don't think people realize the passion involved. There's a lot of suffering that happens with track or cross country practice, and you're not going to win everything. So,
Yeah.
in order to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to 5 a.m. practice or soccer, or it's hot or I'm tired, if you don't love this, it's not going to work out for you.
Yeah, I agree.
What's your best race memory?
My best race memory, I Woodbridge last year. We go to Woodbridge every year, and so last year I was in the freshman race and I won it, and it was the first time ever being there, and it was just a awesome experience. I felt so good the whole race, and I finished just feeling super strong.
What's your worst race memory?
My worst race memory a couple of years ago, it wasn't the same nationals, but was doing the 3K, and I felt pretty confident going into this race, and I think 600 in, I fell during the race, and I got up pretty quick and I was still in the pack. And then I think 1K later, I fell again. And just after that, I was pretty devastated, and I think I mentally just gave up during that race, and
Makes
that was a
sense.
pretty rough race for me.
So, what's a typical day off look like for you? No racing, just I'm just having fun.
Um, I love hanging out outside with my little brother. My two older brothers are serving missions for our church right now, and so we would always hang outside. Um, if we know that the weekend's gonna be off, we will go up to Munns Park, and we have a little place up there that we like to hang around and run up there, get some good mountain air, and I just love the mountain. I think it's awesome.
What's your pre-race meal
I usually eat a breakfast burrito.
before you race?
Well, a couple hours
Okay.
before I race. I don't know. I do that every time. And then I'll have a couple granola bars and applesauce before my race. And then, like, right before my race, I'll
Yeah.
take a honey stick. I think that helps me a lot.
What's your post-race?
Always feel like sick to my stomach after I race. And so I don't like, I'm not hungry quite a bit after, but then when I start getting hungry, literally anything is so good. Like, we love getting canes after. I know it's like super greasy food, but it's so good every time.
So Cane's, Chick-fil-A, or In-N-Out? Which one?
I love canes.
What's your pre-race ritual? Do you listen to hype music? Are you
Mm,
quiet? What do you do?
I get super nervous, so I try to like calm myself down with like calming music instead of like hype music. We also, our whole team, we hug each other before the race. Like, we go to every single person and hug each other for 8 seconds. It helps to boost our endorphins and just make us happier. I don't know. It just helps so much for us.
Is there a significance with the 8 seconds? Or
I think that's just where it like boosts them. I don't know. We've always just done it like that.
what's your favorite racing shoe?
For me, like for cross country or track or
Cross country.
I race in the Nike Vaporfly Flyers. This was the first year I've raced in those, and I loved them. They were pretty awesome.
What shoe do you train in?
I used to train in the Vomero 18s, but I just got some Vomero Pluses from Cadence, and so I've been training in those, and they're really nice. I like them so far.
What you're only a sophomore, so I mean, what's your outlook for running by the time you hit senior year?
Just trying to push myself to my fullest. I mean, I don't know what I can do yet, and so just seeing.
Well, where do you want to take it? That's probably a better way to describe it.
I'd say I want to. I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna go yet.
You're only a sophomore, so you have time. If I checked your screen time, what would it say?
Let's see. I think it's pretty low. It's 39 minutes for
Whoa.
today, but I think I
That's
average
pretty
at
good.
like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't have that much time to be on my phone. I'm
I'd say
really
so.
busy.
What's your wallpaper?
Me and my little cousin, she has Down syndrome, but I love her so much. She's always a goof, and she's awesome to be around.
So what's in your cross country bag on a race day?
All of my shoes that I need. I have a rope that I like to stretch with before I warm up. My honey sticks. I have a whole pack of those. My inhaler. I think that's pretty much it. Some Band-Aids if anybody needs them. And then sometimes I put a breathe right on, like the nose strips, if I can't breathe. But other than that, I think just some candy.
Last book you read?
I read Where the Crawdads Sing a couple months ago, but I just started Des Linden's Choosing to Run, and her story is amazing, and so I love that one too.
Favorite movie?
I love Remember the Titans.
Great choice.
That's a good movie.
Who's your number one supporter?
Definitely my whole family is just awesome supporters. Out of my family, I'd say probably my mom. She's always supported me through soccer, every sport, my music, my running, anything like that. Taking me places, just everything you could imagine.
So I usually ask like something that somebody doesn't know about you. So explain the music thing a little bit more, because this sounds like a significant part of you.
Yeah, I used to do violin when I was younger and piano. I started piano when I was 4 or 5 years old, and I've done that my whole life. Yeah, I love the piano. I just love music. I don't know why. It's just something that speaks to me, and I love it so much. I teach now, and I have, I think, 9 younger students.
Oh, right on.
They're awesome. My youngest is 4, and my oldest is 10, so.
So if you had to tell a freshman or somebody struggling in the sport, what would you tell them?
I'd say just stick with it. Just keep going, trust the process. I mean, just being here, showing up every day, they're already winning.
Said, are you a coffee drinker?
No, I'm not.
And energy drinks, none of that stuff?
No.
No.
No, I'm
Okay,
not.
good. I'm just gotta ask it all. You're only a sophomore, but I'll still ask, what's your favorite high school memory up till now?
Probably Woodbridge, both years. We go to Disneyland after, and so just hanging out with the whole team there is just so fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's all I have. So
Awesome.
is there anything you want to tell anybody? Anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
Or not?
No.
I appreciate you coming.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.